And we're live. It's Capital Advantage Tutoring's live Q&A Thunderstorm Tuesday night edition. And again, the stupid chat is never working. I don't know why. Pop out chat. Let's see if that makes it better. Well, let's see if, oh, look at that. I have the chat. I love it. Okay, so I don't have to look at myself anymore. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition. Please hit me up with your questions. I love it. Let's see. Is it all chat or live chat? Maybe that's what it is. Let's put it on live chat. Please, someone type something so I know it's there. Guys, if you like what I'm doing and you want, just bring in some questions. Come at me with some questions. I am almost done with my resources video. Zia, how are you? David, how are you? That is awesome. First time shot. I love it. Stefan, how is Fidelity treating you? Okay. Georgiana, that's fine. I did see you log in around 5 o'clock my time, so as I felt bad. I am trying to move it to 4 o'clock next. Justin, how are you? Emily. Hey, Emily. Can I go for subs over bliss? Stefan, have you watched my video on that? Okay, Emily, like I said, we're not going to give up, okay? Stefan, you need to watch my slobs over bliss video before I do it. It's going to be much better than doing it on this because there's a whiteboard and everything. You got to find it. I think it's a recent video. It's under order type, so it's not too long. Okay. Yeah, I love this shit. It's fun stuff, okay? So, guys, if you like this stuff, please, if you want free books for a month, go click that link for Kindle. It throws me 8 cents every time you do it. I don't really care. But if you want books, if you want good books, go to the Achievable. Get the Achievable link. Yes, Stefan, I will absolutely help you out, but I need this. Wendy, how are you? Okay. Joe, more punishment. I love it. Is that Yoda on your thing? I have to look. Yeah, Master Yoda. Okay. Vance, how are you? I wonder why it blocked it. Okay. Exam effects. David, if you go into my details, it should be there under Achievable. Okay. Andrew, I love it. I am so happy for you. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you. So here's the thing, Emily. For the SIE, think about this. If you use the exam effects so far and you failed twice, change up what you're doing, okay? The other thing is price isn't a thing. If I thought Past Perfect was good and they charged $400, I would still say do that. Rose, how are we doing? I thought you were taking the 63 already, maybe soon. Okay, first of all, let me get my shit out of the way. I have memberships, okay? Try not to die. See, almost 1 year with no soda. How fucked up is that? Helen, I know it's back. I know but I mean, you know what? You're still passing all your exams. Okay. So I'm going to block this for a second so I can speak for 2 seconds. Now, hope I didn't just totally shrink it. What did I do to my chats? What did I do? I am the biggest idiot in the world. I just shrunk it. And now I can't see what people are saying, so I'll come back to that. Hold on. That is not. Oh, here. Is that it? No. Very strange. Let me say what I have to say. Then I'll open up. You know what? I'll open up the chats on here because this is not good. I think I just shut down my chat so I can't see them. 96 degrees tomorrow. Okay, so go to my channel. Find this great guy doing a live. I got 16 people on there. Here we go. And I have the chat, baby. Yeah, shrinkage. Very good show. Okay. Okay, let me turn that. Don't do it. Georgiana, I'll make it work. Don't worry about that. So now, I don't know where the chat went. I really don't. That is so stupid. That's very strange. Anyway, okay. So now, look, in my description, I have an STC link. We get a discount. I have Achievable. You can do the memberships, okay? I will handle it badass. Okay. I can do. I just won't do the heavy math on options because I got the videos on that. And I think Sasha came on. I don't know if she's on here. And I'm not telling you, look, I can sell my videos, right? I can sell my options videos on my website, Or you can join the membership and get access to the videos and see my membership class a few days later. Okay. Zia, thank you so much. Now, let's back to this. So hit the links. If you want to go on Amazon, it's great. Buy yourself some Reynolds wrap or something like that. I get my 8 cents. If you like Achievable, I love Achievable here. Also, I'm going to put in, there's another tutor out there called Michael Weiss. I'm going to put his link in near the top so you can see it. And because a lot of people can't afford my rates, which is fine. So I'm doing that. Also, I am so close to getting the resources done. I'm in the middle of editing it. I had to stop to do this. I'm about to hit go. Okay. I'm about to hit send to save it, and then I should have it out by about 10 o'clock tonight. Please, guys, try to watch it tonight or even tomorrow morning. It's all the resources you can access to help you get past the exam. It is for the SIE first, but most of the stuff carries forward. Okay, so let's do some questions. Let me get Georgiana's question. Okay. Got it. So, David, you're doing insurance and on to the 7. Okay, let me hit Emily's for a second. The reason I push Achievable over Exam FX, even though they're on the same price, because Exam FX sucks balls. It really does. Okay, it just sucks. Okay, Achievable is solid. I mean, they do the stuff. They have good videos. Brandon writes the stuff, and he has good videos. And anyone on here can tell you who's done Achievable has loved it. Okay, it'll explain shit in ways you didn't think of. And Exam FX, and again, I get shit on because there's always some people who pass, but I'm telling you, they're not enough. You need help. Okay, so now, Georgiana, we got a question. A quote on NASDAQ is as follows. I think that's 10 by 1050, 1300 by 1500. The market maker always will get a text. You get all the fund customer transactions in its entirety except. Okay, so again, this is if you can't see the screen, it's 10 bid for 1300 and 1500 offered at 1050. I think that's what it reads because it's all there. Okay. So he gets an order to sell 1300 shares at 10. Okay. He has to buy that because he's willing to buy 1300 at 10. So that works. So that would be a yes. Buy 1500 at 1050. Yes, he would have to exercise all that because it matches his bid. Buy 1400 shares at 1050. That he'd have to do too. Sell 1500 at 10. Now, D is the answer, Georgiana. So they're saying, again, the question is this. And I'm sorry for putting my face right in the camera because I am one ugly mother, whatever, and I don't want to be on the camera. Now, bid at 10. So he's bidding 10 for 1300, which means the market maker has to be willing to buy up to 1300 shares at $10. If anyone comes in with 1300 or less, he has to buy them. He, she, whatever. Okay, on the offer side, they're offering 1500 at 1050, which means that market maker is willing to sell at least 1500. So if anyone comes in with the order to buy anything up to $1,500 at 1050, the market maker must sell it to them. So the first one is sell 1300 at 10. That matches the bid. I like that. So you can do it. Buy 1500 at 1050. Well, they're willing to sell 1500 at 1050. So yes, we have to exercise it. Someone came in to buy 1400 at 1050. Well, that's less than the 1500 I'm offering. So yes, I have to do it. So they want to sell 1500 at 10. Okay, so I'm the market maker. I'm bidding 10 for 1300. A sell for 1500 comes in. I only have to buy the 1300 that I bid for. Georgiana, I hope that helps. Okay. Okay. Again, David, look in the description. You can see the Achievable link. Okay. Andrew, I am so happy for you. Again, I know you mentioned it already. So you're taking the insurance and then the 7. That's an interesting route, but it's fine. Okay. Rose, how are you? Joe, okay, you're taking it Monday. I like it. Okay. Boom. I think I got it. Okay. Yeah, don't worry about that. So, guys, what you can do too, those of you who have my cell or email, shoot me. If you have a question that's really long because it won't show everything up here, shoot me an email, but you have to do it before like 8:15. Because I'm trying not to look at my phone after like 8:30 because it just isn't a thing. Okay. Hope that helps, Georgiana. Okay. Again, Zia, thanks. I think I do options way different than everyone else. Very visual, very there, not a fucking T-chart. I know people love the T-chart. Some people that teach it love it. As I said, I think it's a lazy way because shit changes. And you can get through the basic questions with T's, but you have a lot more room for error. Okay. So now, all the following are considered in determining. So Stefan has, all of the following are considered in determining a fair and reasonable price in a muni principal transaction. So what they're saying is that which of the things can we use except to determine it's a fair and reasonable price. Because remember, munis say you have to, you can, there's no limit on the commission or markup, but it has to be fair and reasonable. Like if I buy the bond at 850, I can sell it to you at 860. I can't sell it to you at 1200 unless shit changed. So fair and reasonable is, I'm not really jacking you for a lot of prices. Okay. Okay. Now, so which one do we not use? A, the price of the transaction. B, the dollar amount. C, best judgment of the dealer as to the value of the securities. And D, the fact that the muni dealer is entitled to a profit in this transaction. Okay. Well, we are entitled to a profit. I don't like this question. The price of the transaction, we care. The dollar amount of the transaction. That should not be the amount. It's either B or C. So what? By the way, Colin, you were right. It is D. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Emily, you should study all of them. One thing. So, Stefan, what they say the answer was, because I don't like how they do that. Okay. Okay. Right. You can't. Perfect, Colin. I love it. Okay. Caleb did. And yeah, Helen. Caleb and Pepsi, they're all old. They're all gone. They're all done. Okay. So, Stefan, you got to tell me what the answer is on that one, because I'm torn on that. I think it's either B or C. If I had to do anything, I would say B, but because the problem is you are using your best judgment, but I'm not sure I like that much. Okay. And to be fair, it's probably D, because you are entitled to a profit, but they're fucked up with the way they ask questions sometimes. And that's past perfect, who I despise. Okay. So Emily, you need to study everything. If this is what I tell everyone, even if you got like a 68 on the exam, everyone goes, oh, you missed by 2. That's not the way you think about it. If you get a 68 on the exam, you missed by 32%. So you need to prove everything. So if you can go up like 5 or 6% on everything, you pass with a cushion. So you got to study everything. Because remember, you don't know what they're going to test you on. And there's no like, oh, they're only testing you on this. They can test you on any part of the test. On anything in the content outline, they can test you on. So just, you got to study everything. It's the way I do it. Okay? Okay. Okay. Well, you've tried them all. So, yeah, David, what do you think of exam effects compared to the other ones? I think they don't cover enough. But I mean, if I'm wrong, I will admit it, but I won't admit it publicly. Okay. So here's the thing, Emily. You can do the free trial for a little bit. I think they offer a free trial. Apply for the scholarship. You know what? I don't like people spending money when they have to, but they have a scholarship, but they let people get it for free. So apply for it. Can't hurt. Okay. Okay. I know. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Emily, what do you mean they're only being tested on 4 things? Who's telling you this? They can test you on anything in capital markets. They can test you on anything in risk. They can test you on a bunch of regs. I don't know what that meant. I'm mad. I promise you. That doesn't make sense to me. Okay. Studying, because the reason you study everything is because you want to pass the damn exam. If we want to sit there, I mean, I don't know who's telling you that they're only testing you on 4 out of 12 things. If you go onto the FINRA website, think about this, go onto the FINRA website and look up content outline for the SIE. Look at that list. Anything on that list can be tested, okay? And there's going to be stuff on that list that none of the books cover, so it's fine. They can test you on anything in this market. So don't focus on just one thing. And again, I'm not mad. I just care. Okay. Okay. Right. So the price doesn't matter. I guess because if it's 88 versus 89, it doesn't matter. It's a crappy question. Okay. Okay. Justin, I'll hit that one up. Okay. Okay. I'll hit you up on collection issue. Okay. Okay. Can you explain? I'll cap admin fundamental. I'll do in a second. Yeah, Andrew, it's different tests every time. Okay. On what website? Okay. On ExamFX or maybe Achievable, you need to study everything. Okay, go on the FINRA website and look at the content outline. I don't know what website they said only on those 4 chapters. Okay. Okay, a client of yours wishes to sell 400 shares of LMNO common stock. You contact your trading desk and receive the following quote. We're currently quoting LMNO at 42, 42, 15, 600 by 400. You report this to the client who says, do it. The customer will receive. Where's the rest of your question? Hit me up on Georgiana. Hit me up on the rest. Okay. Okay. Right. Here's the yeah. So here's my thing on right. Exactly. Look, Hellenis. Okay. So where? Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So now. So if they're gonna, the question is, your customers wish to sell 400 shares. So they're gonna sell. Oh, I see. They're gonna sell 400 shares at 42. Okay. Yeah, those aren't chapters. Those are topics. Go. Okay. So right. Okay. So I'm gonna get back. So Emily, what I want you to do is take those 4. Those aren't chapters. Those are topics. They don't match. Remember, they don't. Okay, they don't. My wife just texted me, and she knows I'm doing my live. Okay, so now, those 4 are not chapters. Those are topics. What you do is you take your printout, go to the FINRA exam website, content outline. Just type in SIE content outline, and then open it up, and those 4 chapters will be on there, and everything on there. Okay, everything on there will be what you do. Okay. Keep that in mind. Everything that those 4 chapters will match up to the content 4 topics will match up to the content outline, and look at that. Okay. And you can see everything's in those poor ones. Okay. You still got to study everything. It's because remember the piece of paper that you got, they don't give a shit what book you use. So they're not going to care about the chapters. It's not about chapters. Okay. Let me go back to CAPM. Okay. 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 Oh God. Okay. You find you. You said something about CAPM and fundamental. Okay. CAPM is basically managing risk. So CAPM, the way we think of CAPM is people are willing to take, if they want a higher reward, they want higher risk. Not that you don't want to. The rational people understand that to get a higher reward, you need higher risk. Okay? To get a higher reward, you need a higher risk. Okay? That's it. So that's where that comes in. And you're not trying to avoid risk. You're trying to manage risk. Risk and reward go together. And that's what this is about. Knowing that if you want a higher reward, you need higher risk. Okay. The technical versus fundamental. Okay. So it's not going to go much deeper than the 7 did, but technical is when you're looking at trends and patterns. Like if you're looking for head and shoulders, it's a reversal of an uptrend. You're looking for certain things in the trading of the stock and the pattern to predict the future. You're not looking into the company. Like you actually don't care the name of the company. You look at the pattern. It could just be a blank, and you watch the pattern and make predictions, whether it's going through a breakout or down below support or above resistance, stuff like that. Now, fundamental looks at the actual company. They look at the earnings per share. They look at the PE ratio. They look at the competitors. They look at the balance sheet. They look at the current ratio. They look at the current ratio. They look at working capital, all that stuff. They're actually digging into the company, and they look at it like, okay, we start at bottom up. We look at the stock, and then we look at the industry, the sector, then the industry, and then the economy. Top down, you look at the economy, and then you narrow it down to the industry, the sector, to the stock, to pick a stock and figure out what you're going to do. Fundamental is looking at the actual company and how everything around it. Efficient market theory only believes in fundamental analysis, not technical. Because technical believes that you can add alpha and beat the market with certain patterns, where the efficient market theory doesn't believe that you can beat the market. So we go there. Okay. Hope that helps, Justin, a little bit. Also, if you go watch my quick and dirty video, it should work. Okay. Okay. Emily, does that help a little? Okay. Okay, first, let me say one thing. Emily, don't give up. Don't give up. You can do this. You can absolutely do this. You got crap books, okay? You got shit. You got dealt a shit hand with the books. I need you to just, even if you don't do Achievable, don't even do it through my link. I don't care. I don't need the money. Go Achievable on their own, not even through my link, and buy it. I swear to God, it will change the way you look at things. And then also watch my SIE book videos. Watch my playlist, the SIE book. I go through all 20 chapters of the SIE for STC, and you can just go along with it. You can even buy the STC, but it's a really great supplement. Okay, and it'll explain everything you need to know. Okay, now collection ratio, that's for muni bonds, GOs. So the collection, so when we are a GO, where do we get the money from? We get them from property taxes. The property taxes are on assessed value, not market value. So every year, whatever, they give you what your taxes are, and they assess your property, or it's assessed automatically. The taxes will be based on that. They use a mill rate. Now, if they charge you, they say you owe us 15 grand. Like my town, my house, my taxes are like 30 grand or whatever it is. So they say I owe 30 grand every year in taxes. Now what they collect, what they charge versus what they collect is the collection ratio, okay? Collection ratio is how much they collect of the taxes that they assess you, or they assess the town. You want anything under 90% is bad. That's not testable. They will not make you do the formula. But remember, for GOs, it's debt per capita, it's collection ratio, and it is debt to assessed valuation. How much debt we have versus the assessed value of all the properties. The second one, on the revenues, they do the debt coverage ratio, which is how much revenue we have coming in over how much debt service. What is debt service? Debt service is what we pay in interest and principal this year as the issuer. Hope that helps, Colin. Okay. Helen. Okay. So, Josie, I think you got it right. Technical is pretty solid that way. Okay. Okay. Sure. I can do beta. Okay. Now, I said, okay, you're right. So for the 63 testing is the key. 66, you got to learn, you got to read. As I say, 63 is the only one that'll TikTok thing. I don't know how to do that. So the 63 is the only one that I'm a pro testing. 66, there's almost two halves. There's the laws and regs, and then there's the portfolio management stuff and the other stuff. So like I said, the quick and dirty covers the back end. I think the laws and regs is the front end, which is like the 63 Helen. So that part is where most people get screwed up, and you're solid with that. So as long as you just refresh, you just work on the back end, the portfolio stuff. And remember, you don't need to know every formula. You don't. You're going to get like one math question at most on the 66, and you're going to just relax on that, okay? Just understand the concepts. Okay, now, why do they require the SEC before we get anyone sponsored? Okay, so here's the deal, Emily. Prior to 2018, you couldn't take any exams without being sponsored. So this is kind of like most firms just want. I said this 2 years ago that most firms are going to require it before they even look at your resume. You don't have to have the SIE first. You can actually start working for someone and then get the SIE. And a lot of places do that. They hire you, and then you take the SIE, the 7, and the 63 or 66. And it doesn't have to be in that order. They're just no good without all of them. So they all have to. You have to have them all. You have to have the SIE, the 7. And the 63 or 66. But you can, I've had a lot of students go 66, then 7, then SIE. It's just whatever works out. You don't need the SIE first. You just have to have it's a co-requisite. A lot of people think that you need to take the SIE first, and that is just fucking wrong. You can take the SIE last if you want. It's just none of it is good unless you have that. So that's why what some people do is, like, I know somebody that failed. They came to me after they failed the SIE the third time. So what we did was we worked on the 7, and then we worked on the 66. And by then we were 4 months done. We got them both done. He only had to wait 2 months for the SIE. He took it, and then he was done. And the SIE, he said it was cake after he took the study for the 7. So Emily, don't get down. It sucks. But in reality, if you're in school, if you miss it, you just wait 6 months. I'm not saying to do that. I would prefer you get the good, and I'm not, go apply for the scholarship from Achievable. See if you can get that. This way you don't have to pay anymore. And I know you want to get a job and start earning, But remember, you can't earn until you have the SIE, the 7, and one of the 60 exams, okay? So keep that in mind. Unless they told you you can get hired once you pass the SIE, and then that's great. Let's just get it done. And like my resources video, which I'm popping tonight, hopefully by 10 o'clock or so. I just got to wait for it to – I have to edit and play around with it. That'll have some stuff on it. Like if my rates are too high, you can go reach out to Michael Weiss. He's like $75. I'm not saying it's cheap, but it's cheaper. You go on Wise Inc., get a lower person or they have study groups. Definitely listen, Emily. Jacob on here. I don't know if he's on here. Has what is I going to say? There's a study group that Jacob does. I don't know if he's on here today, but there's a study group they do every Monday and Wednesdays. I think that's free. I'm not on it. I'm not part of it. But if you I'll forward your name to Jacob and he'll put you on the invite. I think they did one last night. They do it every week and it's great. So I'll hook you up with them. Maybe it'll help. Because free resources, if it's for the 7, but there's a lot of stuff carries forward, so it won't hurt. Okay. Zia. Okay. Right. That's true. Joe, I don't disagree. Okay. I don't disagree. I think they did the SIE first as a money grab. But here's the thing. So, guys, if you like what I'm doing, hit like and subscribe. Please tell people, share this shit. If you think I'm being helpful and it's helpful, please send it to your old school. Send it to your manager. It's funny. I had a phone call with one girl the other day, a lady the other day, and she said, I'm going to use her videos. And she's with a class of 25 people. So I said, send it to them. She goes, well, no offense, but I'm not really ready to do it. I'm like, okay. Okay, now, I know you can't. If I'm not telling you to do it, I'm just saying join the study group. We'll try to do that. Okay. Yeah, I agree. Colin, Notman is pretty good. Okay, let me get back to this. So Zia, beta, think of beta as a multiplier, okay? I want you to think of beta as a multiplier. So if the is that washed out? More live with more light. Okay. Doesn't come through on my screen. What was I going to say on this? If beta is a multiplier, so if you have a portfolio based on the risk and reward and the historical movements, they're going to attach a beta to your stock and your portfolio. So if you have a portfolio and they think it has a beta of 1.5, remember it's general. That means that they think it'll move 1.5 times whatever the market does. So if the market goes up 10%, you're going to go 1.5 times that, which is 15. If the market goes 12, remember, you don't have to, but you're expected to go up 1.5 to 12, you're expected to go up 18. If it goes up 20, you're expected to go up 30. If it goes down 5, you're expected to go on 7.5. All beta is a multiplier. It's not a rule. It's just telling you what you're expected to do. So if you have a beta of 1, you're expected to move with the market up or down. And here's the thing. Alpha is what you do better than that. So let's go with this. You have a beta of 1.5. The market goes up 8%. That means you're expected to go up 8 times 1.5. You're expected to go up 12%. What if you actually go up 14? Remember, you're expected to go up 12, but you actually do 14. You did better than expected. So that's an alpha of 2. So your beta is 1.5. So you're expected to go 12. You did 2 points better than what you're expected. So that's your alpha. That's your value. Hope that helps. Okay. I have, 3. What licenses do I have? I have the 3, I have the 4, I have the 7, I have the 9, 10. I have the SIE, obviously, because that waived in. I have the 14, which is compliance officers. I have the 24. I have the 25, which is gone. I have the 57, which is an equity traded one. I have the 99. Don't have the 79. I have the 99 too. Okay. I have most of them. And remember, I'm in the business, so I don't have to have all of them, but I'm a compliance officer, so I keep them. Okay. Okay. Good. I'm glad you're not going to quit. I love it. Okay. Okay. So remember something, Emily. Here's the thing. Your team is probably run by ExamFX. and I can't say this enough, they're fucking morons, okay? Anyone, so listen to me. You can pass. These are the vendors you can use to pass. I like Achievable. I like STC. I like Kaplan. I like Notman. I like Past Perfect. And I like Training Consultants. And Brian Lee's videos are good, but again, you have to buy. So the problem is Kaplan, STC, Past Perfect, and Notman are all very expensive. Achievable is not. You can do the Brian Lee videos. They're like $90. He has a whole program, but he doesn't have as many questions, okay? Okay. Does that make sense, Emily? So I'm going to try to hook you up. Shoot me an email later, and I will shoot you. And Zia, that is so nice of you. You probably could just give her do you have the PDF? Maybe you could email it to me, and I can email it to her. Okay. Emily, shoot me another email, and I will shoot you over to the study group that Jacob's doing. And then that's free. It doesn't cost you a dime, and it can help. And you'll get advice from people who already took the 7, which will help. Okay. Okay. No, that's perfect, Joe. I think because I do think getting the SIE, maybe Joe, I think we talked about this. Get the 7 and then either get the 63 and 66, 63 or 66 to show that you only have to take one exam. But if you get the 63, you can work for an insurance company. 66, they'll still accept it, but the 66 is no good if you don't have the 7. You'll need if you have the 6, then you have to take the 63. So Joe, I would say get the SIE done and get the 63 done. And then go start looking for jobs. Okay. Now, because those are the 2 you can take without a sponsorship. Okay. An investment company that holds which of the following does not meet the definition of a diversified investment company? Oh, this is that stupid one. Oh, Diane, that's right. I love it. You're done. SIE 7 and 63. Everyone. Boom. And Tyler. Okay. I love it. I'm way behind. I'm sorry I'm 10 minutes behind. Tyler, that's awesome. Tyler's done. Diane's done. I had another one done before. This is a great day. This is inspiration for everyone else to get done, okay? Okay. Now go back to this. So %80 of its assets and securities of 50 healthcare companies, 4%, 33% in securities issued by small cap no issues, 8% of a given corporation's voting stock in its portfolio. See, these okay. That is a great question. Okay. Let's see. An investment company that holds which of the following does not meet the definition? Okay. Oh, are they saying A is the answer because it's in one asset? No, that doesn't make sense. 4% in okay. Oh, it's C. It's got to be C. 30% of a small cap new issue. Not a bunch of them, A one. So 30% of its assets in one security, that's too much. It's got to be C. Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay. Dima, how you feeling? Which test you taking? The SIE or the which one are you taking? Okay. Yeah, compliance is big. Okay. Okay. Yeah, banks regulate out the ass. Okay. There you go, Stefan. But you don't need them. Okay, Justin, no. Okay. I'm under. Okay. You can get that. Okay, let me catch up. Okay, let me catch up. So Dima. Okay. Here's the thing. So what is an ETN? Okay, an ETN, we know what an ETF is, right? An ETF is a basket of stocks, and it goes up and down, trades on the market, right? It's either leverage or same or inverse. An ETN is this. You lend me money. You lend me $1,000. I'm not going to pay it back now. I'm going to pay it back in 20 years, and I'm going to pay you nothing until then. But we're going to track. The one I have is FANG. Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, Google, okay? We're going to track those 4 stocks. Whatever the percentage those 4 stocks are up or down during the life of the ETN, I'm going to pay you back your money plus that return, okay? So you don't know what you're getting because it's based on a stock portfolio. It could be an index. It could be the S&P. It could be a single stock. So an ETN is an exchange-traded note, and it's basically a bond. So the biggest risk is credit risk. because I may not have the money in 20 years to pay you, but it pays you nothing during the life of it. It's like a long ass zero coupon. You buy it for $1,000 or $50 or whatever you pay for it. You're going to get your money back in 20 years, plus or minus whatever the return of those 4 stocks or index, whatever we're tracking. We don't invest in it. We don't own it. It's not an investment company. It's a bond. And I'm just going to pay you based on that return. So I'm going to give you your money back plus or minus. So let's say those stocks are up 300% in 20 years. I'm going to pay you $1,000 plus $3,000 because that's the return. You will not have to do the math on that. Just understand that it is considered a debt. And it is a and your biggest risk is credit risk and then market risk. And they have leverage, they have inverse, and you can trade them on the exchange. So you don't have to hold it. You buy it, like the 2 I have are like $36, right? I can buy them at 36. If the stocks go up, it's going to go up because it does. Maybe I could sell it at 40 and make some money. I don't have to hold it to the end. I mean, I can, but I don't have to. Hope that helps a little. Okay. Stefan, just get the licenses you need and start earning. Okay. Justin, if it's a VC firm IA, you might just need the 65. That's it. Maybe not. Okay. Yeah, we don't have a study group for the 63. You can start one. Okay. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Helen, email it to me and then I'll send it. Okay. Okay. Dima, you should be fine. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's so funny. Helen, I love Helen. She's real sassy and stuff like that. And we had a good fun time fighting on Reddit. Not with me. Else, I don't want to mention it. She got all the licenses and then they told her last minute she needs a 66. Okay. Yeah. So, okay. Oh, I don't disagree. I think the Series 6 is easier. Okay. So hold on. So Dima, yes, the 75-5-10 rule is for diversified mutual funds. So they have to have at least 75% invested. Stefan, what was the answer anyway? I'll assume I had the right answer, but who knows? Okay. I'm probably way behind, so I don't know. So 75-5-10, 75% invested in something, no more than 5% of the fund's assets in any one security, and you can own more than 10% of the voting stock. So that's why that other answer should have been C, which is you own 30% of one company. That's too high. Okay. Okay. Listen, Dima, you should really get sleep. Go over, make sure, here's what you do, either tonight or tomorrow before. Go watch my SIE, the book videos. Make sure you rewatch chapter 20 to get the risks and maybe hit up chapter 2. If you have time, do 14 through 20, but that's a long time. But at least do chapter 2 and at least chapter 20 tonight and then tomorrow morning. I think it'll help. It really will. Okay. Okay. Again, Emily, I do agree. I think if you pass the SIE, that will help for the 6 and 63. Well, not the 63 much, but the 6. But understand, you can get the SIE and you can take the 63 on your own without sponsorships. You can take both of them on your own and then take the 66 when you get a job. I do think if you have the SIE and the 63, it will be an easier way to get a job. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but Joe, it's not that. They take assets under management. Oh, Ruben, how are you? I haven't heard from you in a while. Yeah, that was a while ago. So I'm talking about the oh no, we got that. Who asked the one on the oh, maybe it was. Oh wait, who asked the other? Oh, Colin. Colin, what was the answer? I assume it was C. Oh, what's the point of an ETN? You want? Oh, so you got? Oh, you okay? Then you're fine. You're in good shape. Okay. No. I think so. I'm saying actually Collins. Okay. I think I did. Those are the regulations, chapter 2. Okay. Wait, did Collins say the answer was A? No. So let's hold on. Dima, it's the answer is A on a question from way before. Okay. Okay. I'm talking about the Colin one. Okay. The live ends when people the live ends when I get tired or when it's okay. Wait. Okay, yeah, so I'll explain it. So the difference between the 63 only allows you to get commissions, okay? If you have the 65 or even the 66, if you have the 66, you can do this. You can take commissions and you can charge management fees. So if you want to work for an investment advisor, you either need the 65 or the 66-7 combo. So that's the point, is investment advisors need the 66, broker dealers, agents would need the 63. Okay. So I don't Colin left already, but okay. So Joe, what I'm saying is that get the 7, get the 63. The fact that Fidelity and Schwab don't charge commissions, they still have to hire people, and what they do, like, I think Fidelity doesn't give a shit if you bring in money, they just want to pay you. It's a good job, it's a good gig to have. Okay. 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 Ooh, okay. Let me see. Yeah, because you're at a BD that probably does some investment management too. Okay. 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 I will work on that in 1 second. Okay, so let me do this. Discounted cash flow. So Ruben, DCF, discounted cash flow is a method of discounting future cash flows. And then I'll hit yours, Dima. So discounted cash flow is a method of discounting. So if let's say I do this all the time. I answer this question all the time. So if I make 200 grand a year teaching right now, and then next year I make 204, and the year after that I make 208, and the year after that I make 210. Am I making more money on a strict dollar for dollar basis? Yes. But with costs going up, like with inflation going up so much now, right? So, I mean, maybe that's not so worth it. So they're going to discount cash flows using a discounted rate to discount all my future cash flows to bring them back to today. So if I make 204 next year, okay, am I better or worse? So I'll use DCF to discount that 205 to see what it's worth in today's dollars. To see, now I made that 205 next year may only be worth 198 this year. So then I'm actually, even though I'm getting more money, I'm actually making less, because in reality, it's what cost of goods went up by 5%, and I didn't. So that's why it may be worth less. So discounted cash flow is just a method of determining present value. You're discounting all your expected cash flows to a present value. Hope that helps. Okay. Ruben, good scores. I like that. You're not going to need me. Okay. 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 1 second. Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay. Joe, nail it. I got it. Okay. So you can't really, so if you had, so let me go through this whole thing. So if you're long stock that's bullish, you have to do bearish things. So if I'm long stock, I can sell a call for income or buy a put for protection. Demo, write that down. If I'm long stock, I can sell a call for income or buy a put for protection. Those are the only two choices. So in the same thing, if I'm selling a call, if I buy a call to hedge it, I would buy a put, right? Because think about it. It's not really a hedge because I don't like it that much. But if you're long a call, you can only hedge it by doing a bearish thing, by buying a put, which makes it a straddle. But then you can make money if only lose money if it stays in the middle. Stock goes down, you make money. But most of the questions are going to be, if you're long stock, how do you hedge? You either buy a put or sell a call. If I am short stock, I will either buy a call or I will sell a put. That's it. Because shorting stock is bearish, I have to do bullish options. Always remember, when you have two things, it's going to be one bull, one bear every single time. Whenever you have two things, it's one bull and one bear. So if I'm long stock, I either sell a call bearish for income or buy a put. If I'm long a call, I either buy a put, which is bearish, or I sell a call to make a spread. If I'm long a put, I either buy a call to make a long straddle, or I sell a put to make a spread. So that's the only thing. Always remember, it's the opposite direction, okay? Hope that helps a little bit. Okay. Now, Pooja. Yeah, so qualified. Remember, qualified and unqualified, both. This is where everyone gets screwed up. Guys, and if you like what I'm doing, hit like, and please go hit my links. Check it out. Go on Amazon. I love it. I think it's so funny. Like I said, I get like 8 cents a month from Amazon for people clicking on links. But more fun is that when you buy something, I don't see who it is, but I get to see people buy stuff. So I'm waiting for some really crazy shit to show up, like a blow-up doll or something like that. Well, I don't think they sell that, but that's fine. Now, Yeah, I agree. Use the noise reduction headphones, but the problem is there. If you have glasses and a mask, you're all stuffed in. Now, Pooja, all retirement accounts grow tax deferred. If you see the word qualified or unqualified, they actually grow tax deferred. That's a thing. Qualified means it's covered by ERISA and it's a corporate plan usually. That's the one level. The other level of qualified is that it's pre-taxed. That means the money goes in untaxed. It's never been taxed. So when you withdraw the money, you obviously have to pay taxes on it. So you're going to pay taxes on every penny you have, okay, in that account. If it's non-qualified, it goes in after tax, post-tax, which means it has been taxed, okay? So, and then you put it in and it still grows tax deferred. So you don't pay taxes to the end, okay? You don't pay taxes to the end. And then you get and then you pay taxes on the growth only. So you don't pay tax on the contribution because you already did. And it's always at ordinary income. Now, back to you, Dima, for a second. The reason you buy, hold on, let me release that. Okay. Boom. That should help. Okay. I just released something. So, okay. So, Dima, what you said about ETNs, why you buy them, you're looking for capital appreciation, but you're not looking for income. That's what you're looking for. Okay. Yep. Always, Joe, right. Any options? Right. Okay. Okay. Boom. Okay. Right. Deferred compensation is not a corporate plan that's non-qualified also doesn't have to adhere to the ERISA rules. They can discriminate. Just give it to the highest level people. Okay. Okay. Don't forget that. Don't worry about it. Okay. No, study. That's why I tell everyone it's uneasy. So, Emily, you sent me an email. I will shoot it over to Jacob tonight. Usually he's on here. Sometimes he comes on late, but no, he's not on. Maybe he's busy. Maybe out of work. So I'll set it on there. They do a study group. I think it's every Monday and Wednesday. Ruben, you were on it in the beginning when he was taking the tests, and now he's done. Ruben, you should reach out to Armana and see if you can do a study group with them if you need it. I don't know if you're going to need it at all. Okay. I think, did I hit everyone's questions? And Colin took off on me. He left. So, Dima, what happens if you miss? Okay. Okay. I like it. The Achievable's better. Look, the Salmon's fine. I think Achievable's better. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, right now everyone's saving their money, right? Okay. Do I have a tweeter? I don't know. That's kind of personal. Yeah, I have a Twitter. It's Wall Street Tutors. I don't do it. All my videos get posted. It's no different than this. Okay. 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 So my big thing here is that coming on here twice a week, during the the pandemic, which hopefully we're not going back into another one, it's coming in here and it's talking to other people. That's why sometimes I don't mind sitting on here longer because you guys talk to each other, which helps each other out. It's awesome. That's why I push the study groups. Look, and I do. It makes it like I think it gives two people a chance to bounce. That's funny. By Pfizer, maybe, yeah. Maybe it gives a chance to people to talk to other people in here. Like that's why I did that one short video and go, look, you guys aren't alone. Find study groups. It's so much harder. Like they said with the pandemic, now everyone's coming back. All the people over Antrim, bring them on here, do it because I'm leaving. I'm heading out soon. Okay. It's not so much for the SIE. Well, it might be, but it's more for registered reps. What do you mean? Okay. So I can do quotes. You got to explain to me what RRs mean. RR means registered rep. That means us. That's what we can and can't do. Once you pass this in the 7 and the 63, you're a registered rep. Actually, once you pass the 7, you're a registered rep. But the state doesn't recognize you until you pass the 63. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I do think it's a good support group. It's good. And again, like I say, I'm actually kind of a dick. But on here, it's okay. So whatever. Okay. Now. So first of all, registered reps are people who work for the broker-dealer. And they are, okay. Yes. State you're an agent. Look at that. Okay. That's why I like the Zoom. That's why I like this. Zoom calls, not my Zooms. I'm saying the other ones. I do the membership thing. So it's cheap. It's going to cost you $25 a month, and you get to do a once-a-week Zoom call with me, and it's not so bad. Look how I snuck that in. So look, for the SIE exam, for the SIE exam, we have a I don't have a study group, but I do think that if you do the 7 group, it can't hurt, because I always thought the best way to learn is by teaching others. Okay. That's the thing. It's hard to explain that. Okay. Because they always have to do what FINRA wants. So find the FINRA chapters and go over them. It's not just remember, register reps have to do what's right and follow rules. Like, that's very true. Okay. Everything. So, but the problem is I do tutoring for everything. I put SIE up here because it grabs more names. It gets more people on here. But, which is 22. It's amazing how no matter how many people I have 4,300 subscribers now. And I know some of them are legacy, but I never get more than 30 people on the live because I think it's at night. Okay. So that's true. So whenever you see what should an RR do, it's always some sort of warning. It's never a, hey, go for it. It's like, oh, are ETFs liquid? Yes. So the answer is yes, they're marketable, but you have to warn them that past returns do not equal future returns, stuff like that. Okay. So let me go back. Quotes. Okay. So it's hard to do quotes on here. I'll probably try to do a video on it, but think of this. So there's 2 sides. There's a bid and an ask, right? So there's a bid. So a bid is where people are willing to buy it. So 10 for 1,500 is someone's willing to pay $10 for 1,500 shares. That's the high. So if you yeah, but not so much on the SIE yet. Ugh. Lots of noises. So what happens when you get old? You make noises doing everything. So just after you pass the SIE tomorrow, just you can join the membership group or even do the tutoring. It's either way is fine. Now, back to this. So quotes are the bid. There's a bid and an ask. And the highest bid and the lowest offer. Okay. I'll do that too. So the highest bid and the lowest offer. So 10 for 1,500 is the highest bid. That's the highest price anyone in the world at this moment in time is willing to pay for something. The offer is the lowest price anyone in the world is willing to sell at this moment in time. So your question before was 10 bid for 1,500, 1050, 1,300 as 1,300 at 1050. So the middle is just the spread. If you want to sell stock, you have to sell it at the bid. Why? Because that's now the highest price anyone's willing to sell it at, buy it at. And if you want to buy stock, you have to buy it at 1050 or the ask, because that's the lowest price anyone's willing to sell it at. Think about if you go to buy a house. Say a house is 100 grand and the owner wants to sell it for 100 grand. That means if you want the house right now, you have to buy it. Okay. Fabian. Okay. I go live every Tuesday and Thursday. Okay. But it's good. We're ready for you. Now you're good. Okay. So ask some questions before I head out, because we're heading in an hour and I start tiring out my old ass. Okay. Now, so think of your house, and the house is being sold for 100,000. If you want the house right now, you have to pay his ask, which is 100 grand. Now, you can say, I'll bid you 90, which means you're not paying 100 and you're not going to get it right now because he's not selling it at 90. Now, if that owner wants to get rid of the house right now, you're the best bid. He'll have to sell it at 90. Your bid. But if you want to buy the house, say your husband or wife is like, I got to have this house or I'm going to be mad, you have to pay the ask. Okay. Now you have to pay the ask. So right now remember, at any point it could change. You could end up meeting in the middle, but right now you pay the ask, you buy the ask, and you sell at the bid, because that's where people are willing to buy and sell. But it could change in any moment. Okay. Now, Dima, the SEC is the government. It's the only government one that you have to worry about in these exams. The SEC is the government. FINRA, CBOE, MSRB are underneath it. Okay. MSRB, all they do is write the rules for munis. Now, remember something. They write the rules for the broker-dealers, the agents, and the dealers, not the issuers. Why? Why does MSRB not? I'll die on mute. Okay. Now, that's an idea. So now let's make it. So we have SEC is the government. Underneath it, remember, the rest of them are not government entities. They're private member things. MSRB, all they do is write rules, okay? And they write rules not for the issuers, but for the dealers. Why do they not write for the issuers? Because the states issue these bonds and they're exempt from federal law. Why do you think you can smoke weed in 30 states? Why do you think they can't do a federal mask mandate in all the states? Because the states don't have to follow federal law. So MSRB writes the rules for the people selling the munis, not for the munis themselves. FINRA regulates broker-dealers, agents, and the exchanges, not securities. The only people that regulate securities are the exchanges, which are underneath, and the SEC, which is above. So think SEC up here, overwatching anything to do with securities. Okay. Now, FINRA, MSRB, and the CBOE are SROs. They're not government entities. They just, now MSRB doesn't write the rules. It only writes the rules. FINRA enforces the rules. So MSRB writes the rules for the issuers, for the dealers and the banks and the agents. FINRA and the SEC enforce the rules, okay? So FINRA is like a watchdog for the SEC. They come and regulate the broker-dealers. They're the ones who come in and do the little nitty-gritty. Financial stuff is always SEC. Anything to do with criminal... Sorry. Anything to do with criminal, okay? Muthanga. Wait, Muthanga. I think that's your name. Okay. Welcome on. I love it. Okay. So remember, every Monday, I'm doing it at 4 p.m. Every Monday at 4 p.m., we do a Zoom call, and you get to see the previous Zoom calls. They're posted for the members. Okay. So now, I got to give some exclusivity. Now, who works? Now, you mentioned, Joe, you mentioned the principal. Don't fucking go to Varsity Tutors. If you're going to look for a cheap tutor, go to Wyzant. And I'm doing that in the resource video. Wyzant. You can find, I'll live. It's allergies. Okay. They are fucking horrible. They make you drop $1,200. They are ridiculous. Okay. No, I use them for SATs, and ACTs, but finish shit, they're not good. If you really are looking for some help, go to Wyzant, Wyzant, and you can get all these. You can get all these. You can get cheaper tutors, but again, just trying to a group. Okay. Now, yeah. They charge $1,200. Yeah, it's not 1 hour. They give you 10 hours or something like that, but you have to pay for all up front. Okay. Now, understand something. These are the principals, okay? The principals of a firm work for the firm, not for FINRA. Their job is they're like an arm of FINRA, but the principals are the managers and firm, okay? Okay. Joseph, how are you? I love that. How are you coming on here? Okay. Thank you for coming on. I agree. Tell your mom she's smart. Do not do Varsity Tutors. Okay. The principals work for the broker-dealer. That's your, like Stefan said, he's taking the 910. That's the supervisor. They're the ones who open accounts. They're the ones if somebody does something wrong, that you tell them they can file a SARS. If you put the wrong ticket on, okay? If you put the ticket on, and you put in the wrong account or the wrong name, the principal has to approve you changing it, stuff like that. Okay. Now, for Jorge, margin calculations, yes, you have to know them. I have a couple of videos on them. Now, wait, if you're taking the SIE, don't worry about it. If you're taking the 7, yes, okay? Margin calculations are going to be on that, okay? Not heavy, not hard, basic, get SMA, get equity. If you watch my margin videos, yeah, that's fair. But remember, Joe, they work for the BD. The principals work for the BD. The SRO regulates the broker-dealers, okay? They're the ones who come in every 3 years and go over your books and make sure you're not lying or whatever. And they're the ones who make sure you're qualified and make sure everyone's on there. Like I'm right now going through, my firm is changing ownership a little bit. So I'm dealing with FINRA right now just to get, which is an SRO, to make sure all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted and stuff like that. Okay. Now, margin calculations will be on the exam. If you go in my must watch for the 7 playlist, there's all my margin videos on there. Okay. I just did that, but I'll do that again in a second on the qualified. Seriously, I only just did it like 5 minutes ago. Hold on. Yeah, Ruben can, but you're taking the test tomorrow. Ruben has his shit done. I may have to hire Ruben at some point. Okay. Okay, so somebody asked me how to pass a 66, the best thing. Again, I've done videos on this nonstop. Read the fucking book. Do the fucking quizzes. After you're done with the book, don't take a lot of notes. Read the quiz. Do the quiz. If you fail a quiz, reread the chapter. If you pass a quiz, move on. And then once you're done, and once you're getting 75s and higher in all of them, then you start taking finals. It's a formula, but you have to read. You have to be willing to read the book. And then if you fail something, reread the book. It works for every test the same way. The only one that I'm not going to say that with is the 63, because the 63, once you read the book once or twice and take the quizzes, just take questions as much as you can because it's a question test. That's how I got. That's how Helen nailed it. Alex says, you too. I'll talk to you. It's awesome. Okay. No, SEC does everything. Okay. Everything. Okay. Clothesline. I want some quotes too. Oh, I'm almost there. I got to get to 10. Oh, no, I got a name of a place. I'm just afraid to pull the trigger and buy this shit. Okay. Because most of the stuff Kirk's. Okay. So Fabian, main points for qualified versus non-qualified. I'll do this again. It's fine because it's big. Qualified, pre-tax. Money goes in pre-tax. It follows ERISA guidelines, which means it cannot discriminate. When it comes out, it grows tax deferred. You must pay taxes on every penny at ordinary income. The earliest you take that shit out is 59.5 or pay a penalty, and you must take it out before the April 1st. Start taking it out by April 1st after you turn 72. Also, all these plans, once you turn 50, you can put an extra, you have a catch-up provision. They let you put more in. Non-qualified plans, one, they don't follow ERISA rules. Two, you put the money in after tax, which means the money has been taxed. It grows tax deferred. When you take it out, once you turn 59.5, you only pay tax on the growth portion, not what you put in, because you've already paid taxes on that. Again, they both grow tax deferred. And when you pay taxes on it, they both pay tax at ordinary income. For the SIE exam and the Series 7, that's what you need to know. You need to know a little bit more for the Series 7, but for the SIE, that will solve it. 401k is a private plan, is a qualified plan. Deferred compensation is non-qualified. It goes in after tax. If it's non-qualified, the company also does not get a tax deduction. Okay. I like it. Okay. Now, Dima, I'll do this again. SEC regulates fucking everything. They do options. They do broker dealers. They regulate the munis. They don't really regulate munis, but they enforce the rules that MSRB rules. They do options. They don't do futures because futures are not securities. They do variable annuities. They do mutual funds. All that stuff. That's what they do. For the SIE, you got to know the SEC is, like he said, God. It's the government, and they regulate anything to do with securities. Okay. I hope that helps a little bit. Okay. Okay. Yeah. What they do is, so Emily, they refund you. The way they refund you is let you take free classes. Do not listen to me. I can't stress this enough. I can't stress this enough. Thank you, Raven. Do not use varsity tutors. One, they make you drop $1,200. Two, you don't need them. Better off going somewhere else where you can see reviews. You do not get to choose your tutor. These refund things, there's always loopholes where it's like, oh, the refund is you get to take free lessons. Do not use varsity tutors for this. You can absolutely use them if you take in the ACT, LSATs, or SATs. Not this shit. They're getting people who don't know their shit. This is a very niche thing, okay? I only am good at this because I'm an idiot and I like to, like they always say, when you want to figure out how to do something, hire the laziest person and they'll find an easy way. That's what I am. I find the easiest way to pass these exams, and that's what I do. Okay. 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 Helen, yeah, Joe, that worked out. Okay. Okay. There you go. I like that, Joe. Okay. Oh, that's Dima. That's why you're scoring so low. Because you're using past perfect. Ah, now I got it. Okay. Past perfect, I like, but they go so deep and they make you do so much math, and they actually scare the shit out of me. Again, my resources video will be out probably within about 40 minutes of this being over. So watch it. Maybe not you. Don't worry about it, Dima. You should be getting sleep at some point. But I am telling you, past perfect goes so deep in the weeds. They actually make you do calculate maturity. Okay. There, guys. There's your emails on there. Your emails are on there. Okay. Okay. I'm telling you. Okay. Okay. Good. Do not use them. Your mom is a very smart person, Emily. You need to go buy her a dinner or something like that. Okay. Okay, JW. So getting the SIE alone. Oh, that would work. I'm telling you this. Armana and who else is doing it? Armana and Ginger are trying to do a study group. They just couldn't do it this weekend. I think you all should get together. Okay. And then anyone taking the 66, reach out to Ruben or whatever and do the study group. Anyone doing the 7 or the SIE, we can reach out to Jacob. Or reach out to me and then I'll send it to Jacob. Okay. For the 7, you can join the group. Which one? The 7, right? Or wait, Stefan, you're taking the 7, not the 66. Yeah. Send me an email. Boom. Okay, good. See, I said it too. Okay. Again, Emily, your mom's very smart. Okay. 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 Send me email. Here's the thing, though. Okay. Shoot me, guys. Shoot me an email. Okay. Okay. Yeah. The problem. Okay. Okay. Good. I see some emails coming in. Okay. So Pooja, send me an email on my kenfinnan@gmail.com. Send it to me and then say what study group you want to be in. But hear me out. If you're not going to do it, don't waste anyone's time. So what happened in the beginning when we started this, Jacob ran it and a couple people were on it and people didn't show up and it was just him and Ruben, right? And that's just crap. It doesn't help you and that's fine. But I need you, if we're going to do this, you guys have to do this, okay? This isn't like, oh, I can't. And it's usually 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Mondays and Wednesdays or something like that. So make sure that you get this, okay? Okay. So make sure that if you're going to do this, okay, it's kenfinnan@gmail.com. Vance, great question. So you're talking, so good question. Under SEC rules, if the terms of an offer and what they're talking about is a tender offer, normally a tender offer is 20 days. Okay. Okay. Don't worry. Helen's pretty cool. She's not going to be all upset about anything. She doesn't get insulted very easily. Trust me. Okay. Because all my students, if they get insulted easily, it becomes a very painful time because I'm an asshole. So now, I actually don't know. I think they just go over topics and then talk and they go back and forth. It's all Zoom. And some people said it's good. Ruben has a better idea of what it's like. There's always a couple minutes of bullshitting because, everyone's talking. But, okay. Now, Ken Finn. Hold on. Let me do this. I'll type it in here. Boom. If I can. There we go. Okay. Now, send me an email. Tell me which group, SIE, 7 or 66, and then I'll try to get everyone together. But remember, I am not part of it. Remember that. I had one student who was talking about that. I'm not part of it. Remember something, guys. If you're taking past perfect, they make you focus on the wrong stuff. Meaning I'm not saying 100% that way, but they so focus on the nitty-gritty detail stuff. Make sure, Dima, you get the you need to get the concepts down. That's why I like doing the SIE book. That's why I like STC. They're not too deep, especially for this. And I love, okay. Oh, there you go. Okay. Georgiana, there we go. That works. Hope it's not my videos. Hope it's somebody else's videos. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. So, right. So Securities Institute of America, they go a little deep. I like them better for this. Here's the thing about SIA. I don't love them as a primary, but as a supplement, as questions. And again, I talk about all this shit on my resource video, so I'll put it all in there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, perfect. So you're going to pass this exam tomorrow, and then you're going to start in the 7 and join the group. Okay. Okay. Don't worry about it. You're getting low 70s. If you're taking the SAE, you should be fine. Again, so the thing about SIA, the guy Jeff's great. He's cruel. He's almost you like Georgiana, you like the Kaplan videos? Yeah, tell me that. Aren't they? I mean, aren't the guys like they make me look like I'm 20? I thought they're all like 90 years old. Okay, and they might be a little older, so those guys might not be on they might not be on their mortal coil anymore right now. So okay. I like Notman. Again, it's amazing that you're asking this question because I'm doing the video in the middle of it. Okay, thanks. I am doing the video. See what happens? I get stuck. I like him. I think is his name Bishop? Yeah, I like him a lot. I think he's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, I think Kaplan videos are kind of tough to watch. I think it's so funny that we're talking about this and my research video come out. There's a lot of place. Okay. Okay, so not memoirs I like. I just think they're expensive. If you have to buy it on your own, there are other better choices. But if you get it as a thing, that's great. They have good supplements. Here's the only thing. I think if it's for the 7 and you run out of questions, don't buy Kaplan because they use I know. That's the thing. I'm trying not to be boring. Okay. Okay. Oh, you're funny, Helen. I'm not saying a word. Okay. Okay. Brandon Lee, isn't that Bruce Lee's kid, right? Helen's still bitter. She's still salty about that. Okay. Okay. Right. That's what I tell everyone on Tina's stuff. Okay. On Tina's stuff, I just tell you to speed it up. Right. So again, Brandon Lee is Bruce Lee's son, ass kicker. Okay. No worries. Yeah, I think Brian Lee does help. I think he does a good job as a supplement. It's amazing that we're having this. I think it's amazing that I'm in the middle doing this video where I cover all these different ways to study for the SIE, which kind of is overlap for the 7. Okay. Everyone, if hopefully sent me emails already to do that, I will send them out to Jacob or whatever. If it's 7, I send it to Jacob. If it's SIE, who I think you guys are, if it's a 66, you guys are talking and maybe you guys get Armana involved in this. SIE, I'll try to hook you guys up with other people. I do think the SIE, if you join the 7 one, you'll be fine because you're going to learn their stuff. Okay. So send me the email. I'll forward it over to Jacob. If it's the SIE and you're almost ready, boom. Okay. No, I agree, Georgiana. I think they're not fun. I think I am fun, but I also have ADD and it just makes it nuts. Okay. I do have to go. It is almost 10 o'clock. So Dima, yeah. So the $25 so let me explain the membership thing before you'll go because you're all heading out now. I do 3. I have the $10 a month where you get access to the videos and you get to see the Zoom calls 2 days later and you get the option videos. Boom. See you Friday, Ruben. The $24.99, you get those options videos and you get to the weekly Zoom call. It's either 3 or 4 p.m. on Monday. I'm going to move it to 4 because one of my consistent students wants 4 o'clock, which is great. And then if you do the $99 one every other Tuesday. Now, remember the Zoom call is, Dima, we can do any amount of questions. It's 1 hour, but it's not one-on-one. Remember, one-on-one, I'm $150, $150 an hour. So that's what it is. But the Zoom call, the Monday Zoom call could be as many people as you want, but I do try to break it up 7 versus versus 66 in the other exams. SIE and 7 I will combine. Lately, I've been having, 4 or 5 people. You can actually watch. Now, if you watch one of my videos from 2 weeks ago, look up membership video and you can see. Okay, yeah, I just started doing this. Okay, but remember, it's not the same as one-on-one. The other thing I offer. Okay. I agree, they're old. Okay, Vance, did I answer your question? I hope I did. Okay. The other one I offer is the $99 one. Okay, that is every other Tuesday. It's not today. It was next Tuesday. I do a Zoom call with a max of 2 people, and I match up tests. So it becomes a semi-private for $100 a month. The $24.99 one, and you also, and for the $99, you also get the yeah, that's a thing. But you can, but if you do the, but here's the thing: if you do the $9 a month, you get to see it. Okay. Just go on the membership thing. But remember, it's not like one-on-one. It's just, it's if you go on my YouTube and you hit join. If you do the $9 one, you get to see the options, and then you get to see the videos after, and you can see if you like it. The other one is 4 p.m. If there's enough people, I may do it later, but right now, the problem is I teach from 5 till 10 every night, so I can't cut into that because I have to eat at some point, right? I do have to pay some bills. I have another grandkid coming in next week. I can't believe it. I'm with 2 grandkids. This is crazy. Okay, same daughter. I think the other ones probably won't have kids for like 10 years. So yeah, if you want to sign up for this, hit the join button, and there it is. $9.99. Okay. So right, so it's awesome, but remember it's gonna be boom. So yeah, so here's the thing, Demon. Yeah, go get some sleep, but maybe take an hour off. I'm trying to do it 4. I may move it till later at night. Maybe I do it. The problem is I can't do it at 10 because then that's not fair to them. Okay, Dima, go get your shit done. Get some sleep. Go watch chapter 2 and 20 at least, and whatever else you can do. And okay. Boom. Okay. We will do this. Okay. Everyone, have a good night. And we're going to do this. Okay. Everyone, good night. Let me go. I can't eat because I'm doing this stupid fucking diet, which I can't eat after 8 p.m. It just freaking drives me nuts, but I'll get used to it. And one day I'll be slim enough to actually walk on the beach and not get harpooned. Okay. Everyone, good night. Wash your hands. Wear a mask or not. I don't give a shit. It's whatever. Okay. You all have a good night. I am out of here.